An AI coding invoice tells you what was spent, not which agent behavior caused it or what to change. A higher bill might reflect productive model use, repeated context, failed tools, or retries. Without session-level evidence, those causes collapse into one total. Engineering leaders and FinOps teams cannot connect that number to a workflow, owner, or safe intervention. Prevention becomes guesswork. Hidden cost compounds. Unscoped searches return too much. Repeated reads add the same material again. Noisy output and failed retries create more context, and early results may be carried through every later turn. One inefficient action can affect the rest of the session. Not every extra token is waste, so teams must separate intentional model use from repeated context and failures before optimizing. The pattern across turns matters more than one isolated result. The operating model has 6 stages: capture, attribute, detect, investigate, control, and verify. Capture creates evidence. Attribution connects it to a session, project, model, and team. Detection finds unusual patterns. Investigation establishes the cause. And control changes the workflow or policy. Verification then shows whether the intervention worked without harming the outcome. Observability matters when it leads to a bounded, testable change with a clear reversal path. Coding assistants, browser agents, command line tools, and LLM APIs create separate histories. Provider data may describe requests and cost, while local hooks describe files, tools, and session behavior. Neither tells the full story alone. ReclaimLLM normalizes these signals into attributable sessions while preserving their source. Platform, engineering, governance, and FinOps teams can then use the same evidence for cost and control decisions instead of reconciling disconnected reports. Start with a baseline. Input. Tokens across 30 days show activity over time and by model group, while surrounding views connect the trend to sessions, files, projects, and engineering work. The goal is not to judge one chart, it is to establish a reference, find meaningful changes, and identify the workflows behind them. A baseline also prevents normal variation from being treated as an incident. Usage tokens are operational evidence, not billing truth. Token totals become actionable when attached to projects. Leaders can see which work accounts for the largest share and use efficiency ratios to focus investigation. Source badges are equally important. Provider, modeled, and mixed values carry different confidence and are not interchangeable. ReclaimLLM keeps that provenance visible, so estimates can guide analysis without being presented as invoice-grade facts. The badge tells reviewers how much trust to place in each comparison. A measured reduction should be traceable to the sessions where it operated, not left as an aggregate claim. Teams can inspect what was enforced, compare it with potential opportunities, and confirm that the mechanism removed unnecessary context rather than useful work. The distinction between enforced and potential results prevents opportunity estimates from being reported as achieved outcomes. The metric starts the investigation. Linked sessions make the result auditable and reproducible. A session makes a spike explainable. Its summary provides intent and scope. Here, 118 tool calls reveal the sequence of reads, searches, replacements, and shell activity. 6 file diffs connect that work to the resulting engineering changes. Identities, project labels, paths, and sensitive values are substituted while the operational relationships remain intact. Reviewers can distinguish avoidable loops from deliberate model use and choose a targeted response. For API traffic, policy can sit in the request path. Teams can configure access, scope it to an accountable group, route requests to approved models, and review the activity. Team-scoped keys, model restrictions, and attributable logging make governance operational without exposing a production key. Apply policy only to the traffic and team that need it, preserve the audit trail, and verify the effect before expanding the rule. Credible cost reporting keeps uncertainty visible. Proxy traffic may provide actual provider cost. Hook-based sessions may support estimates when model and token data are available. Browser sessions may have no defensible dollar value. Keep those categories actual, estimated, and unknown. Turning every signal into a precise-looking total creates false confidence and hides source limitations. For governance and FinOps, an honest unknown is better than an unsupported number. Replay removed 676,061 text tool result tokens, or 16.46%, in a bounded shadow analysis. This is evidence about context capacity under the stated method. It does not prove an equivalent bill reduction or realized production savings. The supported and not supported statements define the result's boundary, including what the analysis did not measure. Both the finding and its limits should remain equally visible. Build evidence before enforcement. In the first 30 days, inventory tools and capture signals. By 60 days, improve attribution, establish baselines, and define how source confidence is communicated. By 90 days, test bounded interventions against understood patterns. Preserve a comparison point, owner, success measure, and reversal path at every stage. This avoids optimizing the wrong metric or turning one anomaly into an organization-wide policy. ReclaimLLM connects cross-tool usage signals to accountable sessions and targeted controls. Teams can observe activity, investigate evidence, reduce verified inefficiency, and govern the request paths that need policy without treating every token or estimate as equivalent. The result is a clearer explanation of what happened, where it happened, and which response is justified. The enterprise trial lets organizations evaluate this workflow against their own AI coding requirements and evidence standards.